Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Wow,
I don't know what you're saying. Oh, you're seeing me. I'm focusing on the road. Isn't
here,
that like a good habit?
We are on the way to Jurgen's business, I guess, and they have pallets for us, which is good because then we can put the boxes on there, we can measure it, we can ask for the rate. Yep. So we won't have footage from that, but we'll talk to you guys later, and you're probably dying any second now. Not yet? I do think I figured it out why the sky actually looks way like bigger here. The clouds are really low. Look at that, they are right above us. And it's beautiful weather now, it actually turned blue. We're near campus right now, following Luke because we're dropping off the van and everything. And there are those bike stations. There have been a couple when we left, but they're all over the campus area now, which is really cool. And there are free bikes, I think, in Dublin. We've seen a couple of those.
Lime scooters.
Oh, they have scooters? Yep. Oh, those are the electric scooters he was talking about. I really like this. It's sunny right now, it's still cold and everything, but hey, isn't that behind? We're close to the camera shop too. As we always say, there are 3 seasons here: winter, summer, and construction season, and it seems like they're building everywhere. There is a construction site next to us, there's constructions on the road everywhere. Buildings have been torn down. It's, whoa. It is changing, but staying the same at the same time. It's really weird. It's not like, it doesn't feel like as if we've left 3 years ago. A lot of the things we know are still there.
For me, it's mostly because I haven't driven here in a while, so I lost the orientation for things, and we're driving currently mostly in places where we didn't really go that often. So the places where we would go, we would drive from our house, so I know those orientation points. And right now it's like I'm driving with Luke as our guide or with the navigation because I simply don't recognize half the stuff right now. I know where we are when we're there, but like the in-between bits. And it's pretty. Like right now, like autumn is really starting to happen. I think that in the next 2 or 3 days, everything's gonna be like autumn colors. Because when we flew over, it's like everything is still green, but then again, it was still fairly warm last 2 weeks, I think.
And I'm curious if you can actually see northern lights up there, because Jess and Jamie always post pictures and stuff, and I've been to Sweden and I have actually made pictures and it was like green and amazing, but if you looked up, you only saw like a bit of mist. So I'm not sure if there's actually something where you actually can see colors. I don't know, do you know?
That's a good question. I have never seen them or photographed them, so if they say like, hey, let's go up, then we hobble in the car and
yeah, we won't do that before Halloween because she will be busy with the pumpkins. She already has 84 of them, and I guess she'll go for the 100 or even more. Oh, guys, look! There's one of the trails I used to walk along. I think actually this one is a new one. I haven't walked that one yet. Jurre and Luke were talking about it, that there are actually, I think, more connections.
Yeah, so before we left, you guys remember we were penny boarding on some of the trails that were already existing, and I think a quarter of them were starting to be either already connected to each other through bike lanes, like over the regular roads and stuff. You could see some extra construction being done specifically to accommodate people who want to be more active or just want to be able to take those bicycles and stuff out. But now, I think in the last 3 years, they have connected a whole lot more. So it's easier and I think also more fun to go around. This time we won't, obviously, because, well, I injured my knee, so I can't really do anything. And we took absolutely little to nothing with us.
Oh, I could take my rollerblades there.
You can technically go out, yeah.
Well, this morning it was cloudy or almost covered. Then it was cloudy, it looked amazing. And now, look at this.
Blue sky.
Blue sky. How did that happen?
Yeah, it's hot weather.
Fingers crossed we actually can barbecue tonight, because yesterday it started raining. So there's one thing I have to do, go to Jan's and check if they have deals. You know, sometimes they have that 10 for 10, so you get 10 patterns for $10 or 5 for 5. And that's what I'm going to see. Else I'm gonna ask them if they actually have that. I think because it's close to Halloween, they normally do that when there's a holiday. Maybe I get lucky. It would be amazing because there have been so many different costume patterns. McCall's actually has a cosplay dedicated like website and Instagram and so on. Let's go.
This is an absolute hellhole. Only because I know that she brings about like 1,000 patterns and other nonsense back. She saw how bad like our garage at home is. This is pretty much what I now have to deal with because it's so soft.
No, they have so much different.
I do admit that I didn't see the floof part last times that we were here. Maybe that's just something that we missed?
Yeah, so much more new stuff, ruffles and schnick-schnack and some...
I am excited though that I get to at least deny her all the stuff she wants. Because when we were looking through the stuff earlier this week to get them into the van, we found a box, a gigantic cat litter box that was empty, filled with patterns. And at home there's a gigantic box that has to be sorted still. So she's getting more, obviously.
No, here.
I somehow managed to keep her somewhat under control. Not much. Somewhat.
What? I didn't even buy 10. I could have bought 10.
That's true. Because she was talking about wanting to get the deals that are from like the 10 for 10 thing that she's always talking about.
Yeah. They only had $1.99 per pattern, which is still amazing. Because technically you could pay like up to $21.95, which is never true because you always get 40%.
I'm guessing that's just the value of the actual like pattern design thing. I think it's expensive. Knowing how much you have at home and everywhere around the world, you're technically a pattern millionaire at this point.
So Monica was actually talking about a lot of shops and businesses trying to hire people. And Meyer actually has a list of how much it is and nobody wants to actually work those jobs. So a lot of positions are just not filled right now. How I miss my fruit and veggie aisle. It's ridiculous. It's just like walking along here, buying Jurre, buying cauliflower, like the colorful cauliflower. Not sure how often I will say this, but it's like coming home. You have no idea how many hours I spent in here, how many steps I did, even for like filling up the Fitbit, how often we were here at 2 AM and stuff. And look, it's asking.
I mean, I'm for sure nostalgic for a lot of things, but this smell when we came in is 100% only this Meyer that smells like that. And it's a good smell, for sure. It's a nostalgic smell right now. And yeah, I went a little overboard again. It's like chocolate milk. I'm a 5-year-old, so it's chocolate milk, creamsicle ice cream, sugar powdered cinnamon, donuts. I know it's bad and awful, but it's like literally the only thing I will eat. It's like 1 or 2 donuts as fuel, because I actually eat a lot less here than I would otherwise do.
I could cry. There's so much like spray cans and stuff, all the stuff you can't have in Germany.
Yeah, it's fun. A chill day because we picked up the pallets and tonight we'll probably start sorting out. We have Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning, because towards the evening we want to pick up a U-Haul and then put everything in there so that we can drive off Thursday morning towards Cleveland, where we have a warehouse, a shipping company and stuff. And then we go towards Michigan. It doesn't seem that fast, but going much faster than I want it to be. Regardless of anything else, I am happy that we're here. Every moment thus far I've enjoyed, especially the fact that I was able to just take my drone out for a little bit. And the thing is, because I'm flying recreationally, the actual FAA regulation for fun flying is a lot relaxed than it is in Europe. So we're gonna have a lot of drone shots in the vlogs now.
No, no, no! Don't lick the lens. Hey bear. It's barbecue time. Looking good. Oh, it's nice and warm here.
So the other day, when we did groceries the first time, I saw these because I was actually looking for the normal blue moon. I didn't find it because it was hiding behind like a thick ass pillar. So I was like, hey, let's try this. It's actually like a radler. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's like a more like a fruity flavored beer, but I like it. It's good. And I actually found my like body warmer vest thing that I bought just before we left. And I found these bright, very bright Converse that I also probably just got before we left, so the stickers are still on the inside of the size. I already managed to get at least 2 gigantic trash bags full with my stuff. The thing is that most of the things that I wore 3 years ago is all like L sized. I have gained a little bit, yes, I'm getting older as well, so not everything's in the same place as it used to be. But overall, like, my shoulders are always a problem. So I'm being very, very just strict to what I can and cannot take, since if my sleeves are too short, which is a problem I always have because I have really lanky arms, I'm like, it goes away. I'm not taking it, I'm not shipping it because I'm not gonna wear it probably anyway. So only things that are comfortably closing and like arm length. Well, this is cheating kind of because it doesn't have any arms. But I found 2 more jackets that I definitely wanted to keep. So those come with, and the rest goes away. And then tomorrow we try to sort out the electronic stuff. Well, she has to do a whole bunch of her clothing, and I'm gonna be even worse than I was before with the German stuff, because that I can at least store. Now we have to be like, this is on Wednesday is the cutoff day where if it's not gonna come with, it's going away to Goodwill or donate to somewhere else. I don't care. I just want to save as much money as possible as well, because we grabbed some pallets. We fit it on 2 or 3 pallets. If it's like just enough for 3, that's fine. But we have like 1 or 2 boxes on the 3rd one. I'm gonna try to get rid of them somehow. But after a long day, that does look very, very tasty. Specifically went over the pretzel buns, knowing that those are good with burgers.